And we are live, but not only are we live, we are back after who knows how long.
Like a year or something.
It has been a minute. But welcome back to Girls on Grabs. I am your host, Charlie, and I'm joined by Anna. As always, we will be your hosts for this show. The intro will take some work. I'll get there. You know, I'm used to doing the Dynamite review intro, so she's just like, this is what happened on Dynamite. She's like, no Dynamite here. It has not happened yet. It happens in like 3 hours. But yeah, we are back. Please like, subscribe, and send your super chats if you're feeling generous. We don't have topics necessarily this week. We're just gonna be just having a chat, having a catch up, reconnecting with you guys, doing a bit of a Q&A, but that Q&A will be more super chat centric. So if you have a burning question, you know how to ask it. But yes. Thanks guys for joining us. But firstly, Anna, how are you? I was gonna say it's been months, but no, it hasn't.
We saw each other Monday.
it's been days.
Yeah, I'm great. I'm so happy that we're doing Girls on Grabs again, guys, and like so happy that people still, remember it, and so we're happy to see us back. Like I'm very excited to bring this back as well. Now we're gonna bring it back with a little of a different format. You guys know about the hashtag, the movement we're trying to create with cinema purists. Monty was not really feeling that in worldwide, so we're gonna be moving this to now Girls on Grabs. We're gonna have our space.
Yes.
And anything that you want to ask about, like anything not just related to wrestling, we're going to be here for it. We're just going to be like talking about the things that we like and whatever you want us to talk about as well. But I'm good. I baked cinnamon rolls. Look at them.
I saw on your story. I was just like, ooh, they look great. There was a whole conversation going on in the group chat, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just baking cinnamon rolls.
Just chilling, But yeah, I'm so glad that you guys are here, that you're joining us. And like, I hope that, you can keep joining us every week. We're going to be here every Wednesday. So
yes, every Wednesday at this time, probably this time. It may get tweaked here and there because, we're both working girls. We have lives. Things happen, Sometimes my life just happens and I'm at places, but yeah, hopefully every week. What do you guys want to start with? Should we talk some wrestling to start with? Do we have some burning reviews, any comments, any takes we want to get off, any agendas we want to push? Oh, because we will be pushing agendas. We are the girls. Like we will be pushing these agendas. Anna, any burning wrestling takes you want to get off? Oh my god, there's a ghost in the chat. Redacted.
But yeah. So I feel like I made my agenda very clear on Monday that I would be not getting off Triple H S for the Royal Rumble. But also I need to put it out there so I'm not judged. If you see me eating on a random Raw in March, you did not. You didn't see anything. Nothing happened.
Allegedly, there is footage out there of me singing Judas. They lie. They lie. Just don't believe them.
AI is going crazy right now.
AI is crazy.
What you see. You cannot believe what you see. Like if you see me singing Cult of Personality, like nothing.
Okay, that one is so forgivable because it is a banger of a theme song. I've sung Cult of Personality every time I've heard it live.
And like the funny thing, actually, like I'm gonna say that because Redacted it's not showing up on the podcast so far, and it's been like 1 week since Evil like just took a break, and I started actually enjoying CM Punk.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's crazy how good things are when you ain't got a pitch in your ear trying to hype them up. No, that was not aimed. It's funny. It's real.
It's done. It's over.
We got a lot of New Day fans in the chat.
Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Like Israel also praised, but yes, like he's doing very good work. Like okay, still like in ring. I'm not like the biggest CM Punk warrior or whatever, but I'm just saying like. He's getting me. Maybe it's like the beard and the hair. Maybe it's like something very not related to wrestling.
Sometimes a wrestler just has good vibes. The in-ring work may not always be up to par. And as long as you can like acknowledge that, you're allowed to like people that aren't the best wrestlers. I think that's the best part of wrestling, is finding your mid-faves. Like, I love my mid-faves. Like, I've got a lot of them. I go to a lot of Brit Rest shows, not shooting everyone, but like people developing talent. Like, not everyone's great. Like, but honestly,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like someone I can call mid that's like not necessarily going to be a fan. Not mid. I feel like mid's mean. 2023 David Finlay. This is what I'm saying. People that aren't necessarily recommended, you're allowed to have your mid-faves. You know what? I'm going to start a segment, the weekly mid-fave. We're going to just list the wrestlers that are kind of mid that we've enjoyed this week.
Okay, but that's like such a thing as well, like, because I don't know how to say like who's mid and who's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if I like them, I think like at least I think they're good. Like, what is mid? Give me examples. Like, what are like mid wrestlers?
Yeah, it's like, I feel like because mid is like another way of saying, like JJ says, like it's just an average wrestler. It's okay to be average. You can be average and be enjoyable.
Like,
I get why Jay is that for a lot of people, but me personally, I like the yeet. I like the exeg. That was, please don't clip that.
The
but yeah, there's not some bad examples in chat. Lee Moriarty, lol. Lol.
Oh,
I haven't wrestled properly in a while, but I love his aesthetic, and I loved his match in 2022. So
yeah, I just know him as Tekla's boyfriend. You know, like that's all I know of him. Yeah. Sure, but now the yeet is still not for me. I still have to grow with the idea. I'm still gonna be on the EO agenda, you know, guys. I was like, yeah, sure, like she lost the Royal Rumble, but you know, Elimination Chamber, low. it might be over, guys, but we're never giving up on fate. We need the audience to like be on her, you know, behind her. Let's do a Kofi Mania with EO. Like we please, we want EO. Let's
EO for the chamber.
Please. Like EO for WrestleMania, we want EO. Like let's do a movement. It cannot be over.
Guys,
it cannot be
the
over.
Power of the wrestling community. You have to put the energy behind these things. Also, El Phantasmo is a fantastic example because is his in-ring the best? No. Do I love his vibes and think he's wonderful? Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, guys, please let's start with the hashtag we want EO. We need to.
Yes, we want EO.
Yeah, all like the Rhea and EO thing, I think it's more likely that they would give them a match at Elimination Chamber. But if we know it's possible, you know? We've seen it happen with Brian, we've seen it happen with Kofi. Like, it's not impossible. Like, it's Becky even, like, we can do something.
The thing is, bro, as much as EO's loved, and, like, she is loved by, like, online fans, people's in the arenas, WWE fans that goes to shows ain't got it like that no more. They don't... Like they're not gonna like unless it is like the tippy top. And I'm not saying EO isn't because I think she is, but like your Codys and your Bryans of the time and Kofi getting over in that chamber with that incredible performance, like the fans don't get behind wrestlers the way that they used to. Like there used to be a lot of people that would get opportunities just because of the fans drove.
Jey Uso won the Rumble.
Jey Uso. Jey got so over. Joe Hendry, like Joe Hendry has been doing the same gimmick since 2017. We are 8 years down the line, and he just got to be in the Royal Rumble as the TNA champion, world champion, like not just a champion, the champion of TNA. Like you find your niche if the fans latch onto it, you're gold.
Please, I just need the fans to have like that with EO. I need it like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still that Women's Rumble. We talked about it at length on Monday. Like if you guys want to see that discussion, you can just watch Worldwide. But it was such a mess. Like that mid part, I was just watching it. I'm like, this cannot be the best you have to offer in your division. Like, why are you spending 3 spots on fucking like Sonya Deville's gang, like the lesbian shield? Like, you know, I'm Pure Fusion Collection. Like I never remember the name, but it's just.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? You know, so that there must be better. Like they have such good women wrestlers, and then just the organization, everything was such a mess. Like I don't know, wanna.
It's so and like even like some of like the lower card wrestlers they put in, like Maxine Dupree. Is she a good wrestler? Not really. Did the crowd love her? Yes. Did she get a pop? Yes. Did she maximize her 1 minute and 20 seconds or whatever the fuck she was in the Rumble for? Yeah, she did. Like, she did what she was designed what her spot was designed to do. There was so many people in there that was just bodies for no reason. And why, like, I'm sure there's some of these women are lovely. Do they need to be in a Rumble? No, they do not.
Yeah, it just missed like the legends. It didn't have like, you know, anyone that would be like, oh my god, this person. Like they had Nikki and Trish Stratus, and Trish. Like I love Trish. I'll always be a Trish girl. But woman, like you said, you retired like 5 times. Let's be real at a point, you know. Like
let's be real.
Every time especially after that cage match, I'm like, okay, now that's a good way to go out, you know. Back in the room, fucking B-Fab. They had B-Fab in there. Yeah, let's not talk about it.
And again, I'm sure she's lovely. I'm sure she's wonderful.
Yeah, but that ain't it's nothing personal, but like
it's nothing personal. No,
like
it never is.
Come
it is
on.
kind of crazy to me that I was a little bit surprised that they didn't have like any TNA women in there. Like they had Jordan Grace debut, which part of the course like, we all expected it. But like I was expecting like a Masha Slamovich. There was no Masha Slamovich.
Yeah,
but I love Masha. Crowd would have known her. I don't know.
No, that would be like a negative pop, you know, like it would be just absolute. I love her, but I do think her starting like showing herself in NXT makes more sense than just popping at the Rumble because and also like with Jordine, it kind of worked because even if they tell like, oh, maybe people don't know her, just you look at her and you're like, oh, what the fuck, like who's this person, you know?
Yeah,
like
she's like kind of tailor made for this kind of match to like get her shout.
Exactly, she's perfect like WWE main event, like main roster material, you know. Even if you don't know her and you see just her walking into the ring, you're kind of like, oh, what the fuck. With Masha, I don't think it's the same thing, but I was expecting more NXT people like Sol Ruka, you know, like you have so many like.
Sol Ruka would have been such a good addition.
She would be killing it. Just Sol's naturals here and there. She would be like tearing the shit up. And but I'm kind of glad that they didn't put more TNA women because I was so afraid they were gonna put Tessa Blanchard. Like,
yeah. I think there's always a risk of her popping up somewhere on one of the shows, but I don't know. Hopefully not, because we all know who Tessa Blanchard is and the type of shit she goes up to. But yeah, I don't know. Even like the men's, like I wasn't surprised that the men's had like no legends because it was so stacked. I guess
they didn't need it.
Like Rey Mysterio. But like he's still an active part of the roster. But I don't know necessarily who you would have taken out in the men's because of I feel like pretty much everyone played a part and was like an important ish aspect of it. I guess you could have swapped out like The Miz for like a legend if you wanted to do a legend part. But like I don't know.
But it was good. Like I feel the men's Rumble, it was going great until like that very end, you know, until Logan Paul
the end was messy.
Yeah, until number 30.
I would also swap out Logan, but like they never
until
were
Logan
do that.
walked in. It was perfect vibes. Up until if it had finished at number 29, that would have been like great vibes, you know, and like of course change the ending. Yeah. But like amazing vibes. But that number 30, and also why the Logan Paul number 30? Who asked for that? You know, come on, number 30 is supposed to be someone that like gets you like, oh my god, like it's the last person walking into the match. Logan Paul, bro. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Oba.
Oba would have been cool. Honestly, the one that surprised me that they didn't bring in for the Rumble, Jeff Hardy, bro. I was like, there was something about this that gave me like, Jeff Hardy's going to be here. Like, he's just going to be in the Rumble, isn't he? And it was like, Hardy. I was just champions. Like, all right.
But like, what I don't know what is the situation there. Like, what is their relationship with WWE? Because they of course they're in TNA, but like their relationship with WWE, especially after they left to go to AEW and all. I don't know like how that.
Yeah, I don't. You know? They've done like legend stuff like within the last like year or two as well. Like, I don't think there's going to be any. They're facing Fraxium on TNA. I don't think there's going to be any animosity there. I think Fraxium. I think they're going to beat Fraxium. In TNA, and then Fraxium are going to beat them on NXT on one of the pay-per-views. Okay. I think that's going to be the Mania weekend match.
Yeah, but them showing up to NXT and not showing up to the Rumble, it is generally insane.
Yes, absolutely. No, I agree, absolutely. Like, I wouldn't want Matt Hardy in the Rumble. I think he would have
No,
probably
Jeff.
fucking exploded a hip. But like that music hitting and like Jeff Hardy coming out, yeah, I think the crowd would have gone fucking insane for it.
Of course, it's Jeff Hardy.
Like it's
There's
Jeff
not a
Hardy,
single moment
and
like
it's a
you're not gonna go and say Jeff
recognizable
Hardy.
theme. A
Yes,
recognizable theme.
please. We need more of those. And
Bro,
like,
why are
also,
so many wrestling themes so generic now? Like, it's
they
not just
suck.
a WWE problem; it is a wrestling problem.
Honestly, with AEW as well, I could tell you like by heart if he starts playing maybe like 5 theme songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
Like,
know
a
like
lot of them they're just generic.
Yeah, and most of them are not even the ones that were created in AEW. Like, I mean, they have nice starts. Like, you know who's coming out at the beginning. I feel like that's the biggest difference with AEW. I mean, the bigger names.
Yes.
You know, we go in the mid roster and stuff. Like, I would probably not know also a lot. But for example, like, but WWE is just what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Like, we talked about it on Monday as well. When the Nikki Bella thing hit after having to hear 29 of like the same song over and over again,
yeah,
and you have something finally, like something that is distinct, and you're there like, you can look, but you can't touch.
Yeah.
Like,
it's so girly pop.
It's so good. It's like the Divas era, they were killing with those songs. All of the Divas had a song that was like completely different from each other. I love Kelly Callis to this day. Hola.
Yeah.
Come on. It's like,
yes, that is like the one thing about the Divas era, or like one of the few things that I like genuinely miss, how good the theme songs were. Like the Divas had such good music.
They had it, like, I swear. And I also realized it's something like, nothing that we're saying here is new, right? But like the theme songs, when they just say the catchphrase of the person, and then it's just like the most generic guitar you've ever heard in your life. I hate that with passion.
Fucking, oh my god, like Chris Jericho's new theme, like Judas was never great, but at least it was like dynamic and good.
Exactly, it's different. It makes you like, you know, like, even I would fucking sing it. So, like, no, actually, no, because at Wembley he already had the other song. If it was Judas, I would have stayed there and sang it and then left. But because he had the other song, that song started playing. It wasn't Judas. I immediately left to go get a burger, and
they did a live, like Fozzy did a live performance 2 years in a row with 2 different songs, and I was just like, bro, like, come on, what are we doing?
Like, that learning tree song is disgusting.
I clicked the wrong thing. Like, so dumb.
I hate it. I don't like it. I like, okay, let's see, top tier team songs nowadays. I still think Code of Personality, like, come on, like those classic ones.
Code of Personality is a classic.
Like, we cannot even like count the classic ones because those are like a whole different league.
Yeah.
If you say like Code of Personality, like Cena's, Metalingas, like those are a different level. Like, we cannot count those. But if we're saying like of current, like people, like younger people, not the big names, because I also wouldn't count. Yeah, Osprey's Elevated, that song.
It goes
I need to like have breath. That one in Wembley, like, I had chills in my body, tears in my eyes. I could not fucking like Elevated. Guys, I do not sing, but that song.
And I like the way they've cut it now, because like that used to be an extended version. He used to like walk around the ring about 4 times, like to get to the fucking spray. Like, no, it's very good.
It's Osprey's song it's so nice. And Kenny's Battle Cry. I'm a big Battle Cry girl, and I know like there's the whole discussion like Devil's Cry or Battle Cry, like which one is best. I'm a Battle Cry to the day I die, guys. Like, that song from
I think Battle Cry just more because I can sing along to it.
Yeah, I like songs that I can sing along with. So, yeah, Swerve is also nice. Swerve is like the one example that I can think of is that like a good team song that starts with the catchphrase, but it's still like good, you know, because it starts like with a Swerve, whose house, Swerve's house. Like, it doesn't feel like it's TV time. It doesn't feel stupid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Guys, I had like a playlist. I had a playlist of like wrestling theme songs of the ones that I liked, and I think I just stopped adding songs in like 2019, 2020. Yeah, everything that came out, I was just maybe I added like Roman's new team because that shit goes very hard.
But I like
like the head of the table, but I cannot think of a single one that I added after that.
Very Succession. But yeah, I'm trying to think who else's theme song. Licensed music in wrestling goes too hard. If Speedball Mike Bailey is coming into AEW, if they debut and they do not have Brass Monkey, Tony Khan, you will be hearing from me because it is too iconic. He's been using it for too long for him to not have Brass Monkey. Open those fucking pockets, bro. Like, I need to hear Brass Monkey on AEW.
We could, like, he paid for Final Countdown multiple times. Like, he can make a Brass Monkey. Like, come on.
Pay for, like, I'm pretty sure like the licensing isn't even that expensive for it. Like, I was having a conversation with someone about it, and they were just like, yeah, they'll probably like give him like a cheap deal for it. I'm just like, please. The Beastie Boys don't license stuff out much, apparently. Tony Khan's a billionaire. I'm sure
he can pay for it. Okay, like he can afford it. It's not a problem.
Let's talk about this real quick. Not Super Chat. We'll get to Super Chats in a minute, but I do want to talk about this. Is it Trent or is it Mike Bailey, a Don Callis guy? I've been speaking to some friends. This is not a scoop. I do not know anything. I do not know who is the Don Callis guy tonight.
Oh, we have a super chat for that, actually. Yeah.
We're going to bring up the super chat about it because it makes more sense to do so. I will get to the rest after, but we're going to start with this.
So nice.
Thanks, Adam. Dragon Master Adam, £2 super chat. Predictions for the new Callis fan member tonight. I think it's Trent. I hope really want it to be Speedball. I think it could be really interesting if Speedball was a heel to start his AEW run.
Yeah, I'm curious. I would be curious to see how that goes because for me, Speedball is like such a natural face. Like he's such a charismatic face. He's just the kind of person you want to root for, and he's just kind of person you're behind him naturally because he just has like such a nice energy to him, you know.
Yeah.
And Trent, I don't know, guys. Like, do not kill me, but I just don't really fuck with him. Like, I don't.
No,
I
that's
don't get
fair.
it.
Like, I like him as like a wrestler. I don't think he's very charismatic, and also he's out at the moment because of the screws in his neck came loose. Like, that's kind of fucked. Like,
Yeah.
But I know what people are saying. Like, he's definitely a natural babyface, but I think. Like, it could just be interesting, you know? And also, he's wrestled Takeshita a couple of times now. Like, yeah, man. Takeshita scouted someone and brought him into the family because he thought, like, he would be good for them. And basically just a hitman type thing. I think it could be very, very good. But, hey, man, if they've got someone else, I don't even know. It might not even be someone that's, like, off. Like, someone that's off is not correct. Someone that's not signed. Like, it could be a signed talent. They're just slotting into a new role.
Yeah. Like, just bring someone from, like, Ring of Honor or, like, who's needing it? Who do you think in the roster now for AEW could really benefit from this spot?
Oh, bro. I really hope it's not Wardlow.
Why did you bring this evil into the world?
Could you imagine if it's Wardlow?
Where was him before? He was in the Adam Cole
He was in the Devil's little gang of goons.
Oh, Mark Davis would be great. I was wondering. I was literally thinking about it yesterday. Like, where is Mark Davis? Where is he?
He not? He's been on the Jericho cruise, right? He's been doing something. He did like an indie date or two. Chat. I'm just saying that is a big man they could potentially put in the faction. I'm not saying I want it. Stop yelling. Ew. I'm not ewing at Bowens. But Bowens has just made me think, what if it's Max Caster? I'll kill myself.
I would jump over window. For me, the Don Callis family now, like from 2 years ago to now, like used to be a faction that I hated it. Like I hated it so much. And not I hate it in the way like, oh, they're such good heels. I hate them so much because they're nice heels. No, like, they were just like annoying. You know, like go away, like please.
Yeah.
But now they're generally like so beast. Like, come on, Takeshi and Fletcher, they've been holding that shit together, but like the other members who came up with them, like, you know, down. It's so beast. Like that segment that they had in the house, the mansion, it just goes so hard for no reason. But we need like someone that keeps the quality. You cannot have in a faction Kyle Fletcher, Konosuke Takeshita, and Max Caster. That's not a reality. Okay, like those things don't even make sense next to each other. Like.
Bro,
they don't even make sense next to each other.
No, they don't. What if it's someone really out of left field? What if it's Nakajima? Could you imagine?
Ooh.
Nakajima? Could you imagine?
I would be locked And
I would be so gassed.
I love that man. Okay, I know people like, oh, but he's like such a, but I don't. He's beast. He's so good. Like, come on. Like,
so
have you seen that man wrestle? I would never forget the day. I don't remember even which show it was. It was like one of the big shows, like Cybers. I don't even know, from like 2-3 years ago, that they were doing this big interpromotional tag match, and he slapped someone so hard that the person got knocked out, and then they had to just end the match there because the person got knocked out, and everyone was so pissed at him, and like the people from the other team were just like trying to come for him. It was like so messy because we were watching it live with my friends, and we're like, what is happening? Is this real? Is this like a storyline? Like, what is going on? And like, no, he had generally just knocked someone out. And my God, that was crazy. And I'm sorry, like, I love them. He's my toxic favorite. Like,
genuinely, he's someone I'm just like, damn man, it'd be kind of cool. But we've thrown out some realistic ones, some not so realistic ones. Some, God, I hope not. I hope it's not them sort of ones.
What's going on with Miro? Like, where's Miro? Is he still
probably he's still signed, probably still at home. Let's be real, he's probably still at home. We'll get into some super chats now because we've got a few built up. Thank you guys. Please keep sending them if you're feeling generous and have takes you want to go up. Also, just want to shout out some girlies in the chat real quick. I saw Lexi pop by at the beginning. Lyrics in here. I can see Adriana as well. We love you guys. Thank you. We will probably reach out about guest spots at some point because of, although it is just going to be, we are the hosts and this week is a catch up. It ain't gonna just be us two every week. We're gonna find some people. We're gonna open the door.
We have some plans, you know.
There's a few plans in motion. You might see some familiar faces, you know, maybe some new faces, maybe some talents. Who knows? We'll see. If there's anyone you guys like legit want us to see if we can try and get on, whether it be like someone from media, a wrestler, some like indie. Start out with like indie level wrestlers. Like, we're being realistic here.
Don't go like Roman Reigns. Like, we wish, you know, but
like we wish. But yeah, if there's anyone like you want to see us, like, bring on, shoot us a message, DM us, you know, reply to tweets. The demand for Joe Holbert. I think we can make that happen. We can make that happen. Yeah. We'll get Joe on, and it will just be the late night girls on grabs. Oh my God, the crossover everyone needs. That will be just a whole movie talk. Movie talking Carl Anderson, you know.
we're gonna get the hashtag Cinema Purists going, guys. Send the movie questions. We're here for it. You know, there's no mountain to be annoyed by it and to push me towards the end, towards the dark match. Absolutely. No. We're gonna be talking about it.
Can't DM unless I pay for Twitter, and no thanks. So Elon isn't getting my money. I'll put a tweet out later for people to reply to. Yeah. Don't you worry.
If you don't follow the GAG account, also. Yeah.
Yes. Girls on Grabs, WP. We'll do all the plugs at the end, but like, yes, Girls on Grabs, WP. Yeah. I think hang on, I'll go back to that. It's not on here. Okay, we're gonna get a new layover. I'm gonna talk to the higher beings about what we want on it. But let's get into some of these. Graham, $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Welcome back, Gog. You've been missed. I have to catch up later since I'm stuck at work, but had to show support for the return. Thank you, Graham. It's very much appreciated. Thank you for thinking of us before you do things.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope
you enjoy it after work. Well. Yeah.
Yes. I hope this is a good listening content and you have fun on the catch up.
Yes.
Chi-Town Spares, $2 super chat. They're running Io Rhea at EC, aren't they?
Yeah, probably. Very much likely. And guys, it might be over, but I will not believe it's over until it's over. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep our heads up. Maybe she does like such a great performance. It's Io. She's definitely gonna do a great performance. People just need to rally behind her. We can get there. We need to organize. We need to plan this out.
Please be loud, be proud, support your Sky.
Please. Like
in the words of the famous Sabrina Carpenter, Grammy Award winning Sabrina Carpenter. Please.
God, because the thing they're really like kind of teasing a bit. Like every time they interact, they post something about it. They're giving them a lot of like those interesting interactions, but it doesn't feel like such a Mania build up kind of interaction, you know. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. I still believe it is a possibility that they do a triple threat, that they do
Yeah.
Io, Bianca, and Rhea. I do think that's a possibility, but we'll see. We'll see. It depends how the change goes. Yeah.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Darren Walker, £2 super chat. Now Anna loves punk. She'll be a DMD fan soon too. All right,
Never.
Darren.
Not over my dead body. Okay, we have limits. Okay, I have boundaries. We're not going
Yeah,
there.
punk's one
We're
thing.
not going there. No, and I don't love punk. Okay, I think now I think he's okay. I think he's all right.
He's
Like
tolerable.
he's growing on me. Okay, I don't think he's like I don't roll my eyes when he comes up on my screen anymore. DMD comes up, I turn it off. It's like it's different levels. You have to understand. Okay, this is never happening. It's never happened unless she like literally like had a Freaky Friday situation with like I don't know like sorry, that's never happening.
She gets possessed by the spirit of Mazawa. Oh dear, yeah, no, it's Jovacha. No, thank you. Vernacular 4.99. Hey y'all, super juiced to see Gog back. What was your personal favorite album of last year? Mine was Submarine by the Marias. That is a fantastic question. And it was probably Kendrick, to be honest. Like, I'm not even like a big Kendrick listener, but Kendrick had such a fantastic year. Either that or the Neck Deep. I think it was the self-titled one that came out last year. One of those two, I think.
That is generally such a good question because there were so many albums I loved last year.
Yeah, like, I was like honestly like short and sweet. Like there was just so many good ones.
Like I was very much. I lived the Brett Summer. I have to tell you guys, I was there.
Yeah,
come on, that was so good. But I generally, the Kendrick album for me was great. Also, Tyler's album Chromacopia I think was just phenomenal. But I think my personal favorite that I've been listening to a lot is Doechie's album, like Alligator Bites.
Yeah,
Grammy Award-winning album, Alligator Bites Never Heal. Phenomenal. I am in love with that woman. You know, Doechie, if you're single, hit me up. But I think last year was like a very good year for music. And yes, Dodger Blue is the best song of Gen X. Dodger Blue is just that has been nonstop on my playlist. Just great.
I've seen like a lot of like my little indie favorites like released really good music last year. Like Glaive had a really cool new album. Pop Tropica Sluts. I don't even know if these are people that people know, but yeah, no, it was a really, really good year for music last year. I need to listen to like I'm gonna sound like I'm not like one of those girls, but like I don't listen to a whole lot of mainstream music because my taste is so like Midwest emo indie sort of stuff. So like there was like some really good albums I missed out on until like late in the year. Like I didn't listen to like Beyonce's new album until late in the year. But no, there was 2024 was a very, very good year for music.
Oh, Imaginal Disc as well. I love that one.
Yeah. Did you like Tortured Poet Society? Tortured Poet Department? Whatever the Taylor department, that one.
Guys, I am a Taylor girly. You know, like I went to the Eras tour.
You were a Taylor girly.
That's my girl. Like that's my girl. It was not the best album. It is what it is. You know, it's live. It's a grower. It's definitely a grower, not a shower. Like you have to like work with it. You have to feel it. You know? And I think it helps if you can connect to the song. And she released it in a moment that I could definitely connect to a lot of the music. So I did like it, but I would not put it out there as like, no, my God, if you don't like it, you didn't hear it right, or something wrong with you. It's it's okay. It's okay.
I sat down to listen to it, and I was like, chat, we ain't doing none of that poor shit here. We're girls here to chat. If you don't, we're being real. I sat down to listen to it. This shit was 32 songs long, or whatever the fuck. I got like 8 songs in. I was just like, this is, and I like some Taylor Swift music. I'm not writing off a whole artist. She is for me in some respects. I like some of her older stuff especially. But this album, it was so it was all the same to me. I couldn't get into it. I've still not listened to the whole album.
Yeah, I like when I wanted to show it to a friend, I had to make a playlist out of my favorite songs from the album because it's like there's no way I'm listening to 32 songs. And I said,
Yes.
I wouldn't ask you to do that. I wouldn't even ask that from you. Like,
yeah. It's
let's be
crazy.
realistic here. Guys, I like her, but I'm not like,
Yeah. You're not like you're not one of those. Shout out Taylor Swift.
No,
I've seen what you wore to the Grammys.
Well,
good outfit.
I love my girl, guys. I'll be supporting her, but I'm also realistic. We win some, we lose some.
Adriana, that's so rude. I just want to. Bats is also in chat. I'm just shouting out the girly pops because this is our platform, and I can do that. But I love all the girly pops. Thank you guys for all stopping by and hanging out with us. But yeah, Taylor Swift, interesting woman. She was on tour for like 7 years, bro. It wasn't 7 years, but it sure felt like it.
2 years, like few years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I went to the one concert, and that was good. It was long ass. I don't know. It's just pulling like 3.5-hour concerts every night. I do not know. Like, I
don't get it, bro. I don't. No wonder she's gotten in like crazy shape in that. Like, that is like a workout and a half every night. But next super chat, Kev Bones, $2 super chat. I'm so happy to see y'all back again. Thank you. I'm happy that we are doing this again and bringing it all back. Darren Walker, £5 super chat. I got a feeling we'll be getting Mercedes versus Saraya at Revolution. She returns in Australia to save Harley after the match. No? Why? Darren,
God, please no.
I might have to revoke your super chat rights because I broke. Come on.
I've been afraid of this match ever since Big Business, ever since the night Mercedes when I first stepped into AEW. I've been terrified of this match happening, like fucking terrified, because I know
I'm convinced this is the only reason Tony Khan upped her deal though to do the match.
Yes. Because like, we know Mercedes, like, look, I love that woman, I love Mercedes, but she has horrible taste in the wrestler she likes, like, yeah. She personally chose DMD for the Wembley match. Like, come on, she's just not, let's not do that. Let's, book her. Let's book her. That's your decision. Like, don't let her choose
that's not a pay-per-view match either, bro. We're running that on a special Dynamite.
No, because they're gonna do the whole thing of like, you almost finished my career. You did you did this.
And now I'm gonna take your title.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? It's been years. Like, wrestling, like, I mean, for Saraya, wrestling. Like, you're both there, like. But the one thing that I was gonna say that I'm really happy she broke up with the fuck ass Ronnie Radke, because I hope that we don't have to hear this music anymore. That was a jump scare and a half. Yes, every time that she walk in, I have to hear to fucking fall in reverse. No. Please, God, no.
I hope if you are listening to Falling in Reverse in 2025, I promise you there are like 7 bands you can find in 30 seconds that do the same shit and are not terrible people.
Please, and the songs are not even good. It's not even worth it, But I just hope that it wasn't like a friendly breakup, to the point that she's like, oh no, we have to remove his song. I don't even want to give that to him anymore, Like, please.
Yeah.
Please, God, I cannot be here zombified by Falling in Reverse in my wrestling television. We do not want to see that. Who wants to see that? No one.
Who wants to see that? Let Saraya saute in NXT. Yeah, man, I don't watch that shit, so let's do it. That's a lie. I do watch NXT sometimes. They have a good women's division. Kev Bones, $5 super chat. How would either of you get us out of this Death Riders mess? Fuck it up. I would put the title on Spirit Revolution. The Kenny direction's so clear. He's absolutely beaten Takeshita for the international belt, I think. So I'm belting up on Spirit Revolution.
I'm Kenny 2 titles, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Like, Kenny can have all the belts, but like they purposely push back on not belting up Ospreay at All In, and I get why they did it. Absolutely, I get why they did it, and I'm happy for Swerve that they still ran that match and Swerve got that win. Put the belt on Will. Just put the belt on Will. Just do it. Stop trying to push back. Listen to the crowds. Look at the crowds. Look how popular he is in merch. People bringing signs. people cosplaying him in the front row, bro. Put that belt on Will Ospreay. I swear to God.
No, and also like listen to the crowns when the Death Riders come out. Like people are dead.
Exactly.
Okay,
there's nothing.
It's dead. It's nothing. It's just full quiet. Like no one gives a fuck.
Who
So,
the fuck
like,
is on the Monty? Get out!
It's
Shut up! This fucking fantasy fucking NXT GMs in our chat.
And Saraya next to Jim. Saraya encourages humans, or that would be like canceling type of shit. If I was to W, immediately canceling the show. No, but I think the only way of getting people out, getting us out the Death Riders mess, it's for them to just accept, okay, this is not working, and not be like, oh, just enjoy the ride. The ride is not enjoyable. Like, what the ride is not enjoyable. Please get this away from me. Just I don't at this point. I don't even give a fuck who wins the title as long as it's like soon. No.
Yes. Like I don't think there's a single choice they can make to win the belt that I would actively be upset about unless they put it on someone that's a terrible human being. Because at least it's gonna, like, even if they put it on the most random person, like at least it's gonna be more interesting and it'll be a shock win. Like we can get for like put it on Ospreay, bro. Just do it. Just put it on Ospreay. Just put it on Ospreay. He is the biggest star you could hope to have in your company. Put the belt on Ospreay. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Dan B900 199. Anna, whatever happened with the AC? What is this law?
Okay. Oh, last year while I was doing a podcast, right? Was worldwide right after the summer. It was so hot in my room because we don't have AC. So I was dying, like I couldn't breathe. That was how hot it was. And I was just with the fan for full like 2 hours episode. And the things people were like donating, say, oh, this is for the AC, this is for the AC. Guys, Redacted always steals my money. We have to say that. Like, I'm joking. But it's no, what happened is that here we have 2 months of that horrible heat and then 10 months of just like the worst weather alive, the worst weather in the world, just cold and freezing, which is also not great because I need to find something to buy that is both an AC and AC and a heater at the same time because my heaters don't work. So I'm having to sleep. I have a duvet, I have socks, I have a hoodie on, and I'm sleeping like with full getup. Sometimes I had to sleep one time with gloves, guys. Like that. It's been 3 years. Like, it doesn't work. I pay rent in this fucking dorm room, and like because and they were like,
reported it?
Girl, they say the thing like they turned the thing off from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. because they're saying like, oh, this is the time that you guys don't really need it. That is the time that we need the most. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
They just. I get trying to like conserve energy and all that type of shit. Yeah, you need to. Yeah. We're gonna do some research. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you some
lawyer.
Oh my God. Please. Yes, we're gonna get you a lawyer because fuck me, that is ridiculous.
I'll buy it. Okay, now I.
Who is on the Reciperis account right now, bro?
It's Monty.
Monty, what are you doing?
But yeah, I'm gonna get. Now we're doing 2 podcasts. You know, guys, I have 2 podcasts a week now. I have enough money to buy my heater / AC. I'll survive because it's either I'm like dying and I have to have a fan, or I cannot even breathe in my own room, or I have to sleep like with gloves and socks. You know, it's kind of complicated.
That is a very wild hashtag. I'm just saying, and that is a very wild back and forth.
Yeah.
Sorry. I can't. I slept in gloves. That actually killed me. Link £2 super chat. Thoughts on The Lighthouse and Uncut Gems? I've never seen The Lighthouse.
Amazing movie. I mean, Robert Eggers, he gets me. I get him. We're like this, me and twin.
I'll add it to my watch list. Yes. I'll try and watch it before next week, and we will circle back.
Please,
so tune in next week if you want to know.
And Uncut Gems. I watched Uncut Gems with my dad.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, there's this one scene that Adam Sandler, he's like hiding in the closet in Julia Fox's house, like his girlfriend's house, and he's hiding in the closet and is on the phone with her, telling her how to masturbate for him. And she's on the couch, just fully like flicking the bean. And I'm sitting in the couch next to my dad, and we're just like not looking at each other. Of course, we're just like staring ahead, praying for it to be over. Right. Such a fucking traumatic experience that I don't even remember anything else from the movie than that one scene, because it made me want to like die. And the scene kept dragging on. It was like a fucking 10-minute thing. It felt like it was forever, 2 hours, and it was just going on.
I will not suggest Uncut Gems for family movie night. Good to know.
Please not. That was something. That scene traumatized me in levels. Like I was never able to watch a movie, just me and my dad again. It's not great. But I mean, great movie. I love the Safdies, but like that was rough. That was rough.
Interesting. Well, that's my homework for the week. I will watch both of those movies, and I will bring notes. We will discuss, and we will know.
Monty, I had to say, like, what do you want to say? That she was fingering herself? Of course I have to say something else. Like, what do you want to say? I'm trying to be nice and I still get fined. Like, what is this? Like,
bro, give us our own platform. Let us talk about what we want. But no, still watching, still monitoring. Still policing what women say. Fuck's sake.
Come on.
Anyways, Danny Kwang, $2 super chat. Saya Kamatani versus Suzu Suzuki was fucking amazing. I haven't watched it yet. I have had such good things.
I have the link. I'll send it to you.
Please,
we might be back, guys.
We might be back. I've heard super good things. Like a lot of my friends have watched it, absolutely loved it. So I like Saya a lot.
I love Saya. Anyone who followed me or watched a podcast from like 2022, like 2021, 2022, like knows that was my girl. You know, like I was there, ride or die for my girl Saya Kamitani. Her Wild Bell reign, I say to this day, is one of the best title reigns I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like at any company, anytime, ever. Like impeccable, beginning to end. But then there was the whole Conquest thing. Utami left, Conquest died, which I'm still grieving because Conquest was my favorite, like from the start. So, and then hate happened, right? And it just felt like Saya was afraid of wrestling, that she just forgot how to do it somehow. And the matches were not hitting. And the whole thing with hate, like she was just not really clicking. But then this match, we might be back, guys. We might be back. My girl, because she won the world title. For you to understand, like how much of a fall it was for me, she was my absolutely favorite wrestler in the whole fucking world. And then she won the world title at Stardom, like last year. I didn't even care because that's how much, like in my head, I was like, yeah, it's done. I didn't even care that she was the Red Belt champion. And which, if that happened like a year earlier, I would be in tears, you know, like crying, so happy. And I didn't even give a fuck. Yeah. Because I'm like, yeah, she's not gonna be able to live it up. It's never gonna be better than the other title reign. And I mean, we had like one sign of life here with this match. If she keeps it going like this, then maybe, who knows? Who knows? Wrestler of the year, Sakami 10, we might be back, guys.
Amen.
But Suzu is also Suzu is phenomenal. Like Suzu, for me, also someone like never misses. But let's go. We'll see.
Joshi Wrestling's been dominating the Wrestle Purist ratings in that this week, like the last couple of weeks. Like it's been up there. Like the rest, just Japan in general. Like in January, I saw Ash tweeting about it, and I was just like, yeah, he's right. It has been like the best wrestling like of the year so far. Like anything, like a lot of the stuff out of Japan. There's just been so much good stuff. I'm really excited for it, bro. Like, it feels like Sarie started her run of fucking dominance and craziness, and everyone's just like, oh shit, if we're not matching that, then we are not up to par in Japan. Like,
come on, like crazy. The Sarism cards, like that woman, the pull that they have, the politicking that she does.
That match with Benny as well, bro, so fucking good.
No, Sari, never misses in her singles matches. I
She
swear to God.
never.
Like now the Shuri match, I'm so excited to see
Mhm.
Shuri having an important match again.
That's gonna be
Because
cool.
I feel
Yeah.
like she's also been kind of like drifting around and without like an important spot or like a great match for a while. She had the Mayu match, which was
Yeah.
good, but like if you tell me like gun to my head, say like a great Shuri match from like the past year, say like 5 great Shuri matches from the past year, I would not be able to tell you, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one. I'm excited. Like guys, we might be coming back. Might be coming back slowly. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see. Let's
There
not.
is good wrestling out there. There is.
Mhm.
Contrary to popular belief and the way that we talk about some of this American wrestling, there is good wrestling. Speaking of American wrestling, and Champion $2 super chat just looked at my bitch in brackets AEW and sighed. You know, bro.
Yeah.
I was gonna say tune into the Dynamite review and I'll talk about it. No, I won't. I won't be there this week. In case you didn't know, I'm going to Prague tomorrow, so I won't be there this week. But yeah, no, bro.
Yeah.
AEW. It's not all
That's
bad.
a whole
but
other
the
can of
bad
worms.
is the
The
bad.
bad is very bad. The bad is very bad. It's not like there's no middle ground. You know, I feel like it's either like
really.
the Tony Mariah stuff, the Kenny Osprey stuff, and then Death Riders. You know, and like Max Caster. It's like we need some like good mid wrestlers.
Yeah.
Because now we have
mid card
the
is
thing that's fucking
important.
people up. Yeah, because now the thing that's like kind of getting people a bit, it's getting me a bit like you have great wrestlers where you are putting in those mid positions when they don't belong there, and you have shit wrestlers that you're trying to put like higher than they actually are. Like you need to accurately rate your wrestlers. You know what I mean? Like you need to actually like know where they belong in the company and stick to it. Like just do it.
Yeah, there needs to be proper hierarchy in AEW because, like, I don't mind people bouncing around different divisions necessarily, like going for different belts and stuff. But like, brother, like the top of the card is so clear, the middle is so muddy, and they need to fix that. But tonight's card does look good. If you want to hear someone review it, go over to Novi's channel after we're done here because if he will be going live in about 25 minutes. We'll probably still be live then, but once we're done here, go tune into Novi's stream. He'll be previewing Dynamite with Joe Hulbert. It's at Noviac on the YouTube, so make sure you support our pals because our pals support us. So, but next super super chat. Dragon Master Adam, £10 super chat. Thank you. Opinions on Dracula-based media. I've never known how to say this. Nosferatu?
Nosferatu.
Sure, we'll go with that. Both the OG Silent and 2024. And Bram Stoker's recently and love them all, but the 2024 was just insane at 5 stars. I've not seen either of those yet. I'm not a fake movie goer, I promise. But I've been busy. I haven't been to the cinema all that recently, other than to see Sonic the Hedgehog 3 in January, which is hilarious.
Real
cinema. Yeah, you know, swing the roundabouts. But I really, really like Dracula-based media. I've heard a lot of good things about this stuff. I've loved reading like Dracula-based books as well. Please don't ask me for any examples off the top of my head. Can't remember. But no, I really like Dracula-based media. A big vampire fan.
Yeah, vampire-based media, like What We Do in the Shadows, you mentioned Picture Eye, it's amazing, both the movie and the TV show. But Nosferatu for me is such a crazy case because the like, you know, like the whole lore around the original movie that they made it like, you know, but they changed the name because copywriting, and then the Dracula estate, like not the Dracula estate. Wait, he's not a real person. The Bram Stoker, his estate. They like wanted to sue, so almost all the copies of Nosferatu were like destroyed, you know. So the fact that it's still like alive to this day is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, iconic SpongeBob character Nosferatu.
Yeah, very iconic.
But I loved this movie so much. I loved it. And I'm not like a huge horror film kind of girl, but that one, I just love Eggers, you know, and the things that he does visually, I lose my mind. I'm just watching, like, how the fuck did he even do that? You know, like the camera work and the fact that he made them build a lens, like he built a whole ass new lens to capture how the human eye sees in the moonlight for the scenes where Nosferatu will show up. It's genuinely that man is unbelievable. Like he does not miss. And that movie was iconic. For me, it was also 5 stars in my letterbox. So really.
Ooh, we should get Monty to put our letterbox is in the description. I can't remember what mine is. It might be the same as my Twitter app, but like I do review the movies I watch. Sometimes they're
Yeah.
serious, sometimes they're silly, but yeah, you should.
Same. Just don't judge my top 4, and we're all good.
You know what? We will circle back to super chats in just a second. What's your top 4? Let's go for them. I'll get mine up as well.
Okay. Roman Holiday, the Audrey Hepburn movie. Okay,
Yep.
that for me, it was like ultimate comfort film. I watched that movie so many times. It's like not just a beautiful romance, but it's one of my favorite movie genres, which is just people sort of walking around in a foreign city, which I love so much. Like Before Sunrise, Rule Pain, like I love movies like that.
Yeah.
Columbus. So Roman Holiday, first one, I watched it so many times.
Very good.
And second one, I have, it's not any specific order, by the way. Okay, it's just like the order that it is. I put, I think like chronologically. Then I put Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Real. That's so real.
Iconic. That's some real cinema right there. And it's insane to me that they made that movie in like the 70s. Because if you try to do it nowadays,
crazy,
people would crash out in astronomical levels. Like Donald Trump would go on TV to talk against the movie, you know, like it would be insane. It's such a good movie. Like I fucking love Rocky Horror. It's one of my dreams to go watch like a live performance of Rocky Horror. And then third one, Monty Python, The Holy Grail. Huge comedy girly, you know, like you cannot take that from me. And I'm obsessed with Monty Python. I've watched all of Flying Circus multiple times and all of the movies, like everything. Like A Fish Called Wanda, like all the related Monty Python media. I love it. And Holy Grail for me is just like the peak Monty Python. I know people usually say
it's the Holy Grail, like.
But it's like, yeah, exactly. Like Holy Grail is just so silly and so stupid. But it's one of those movies that when you finish watching, you're like, yeah, this was cinema. You know? And then my last one, all of these I have like amazing reasons, and they're all like iconic. And then my last one is Mamma Mia.
No, that's so real though.
It's just I generally think Mamma Mia is the film that I have watched the most in my entire life.
It's like one of the best musicals ever.
Like, I wish I was joking, but I don't think I have watched a single film in my life more times than I've watched Mamma Mia. Like, I make everyone watch Mamma Mia with me.
Incredible rewatchability. Mamma Mia is fantastic. The sequel, the sequel's alright. I liked it, but it's not Mamma Mia.
It's iconic. It's just iconic. I know that's very like girly pops, and I wouldn't say like I is there because I think it's like the best musical I ever watched, because that I think is either between Rocky Horror or Singing in the Rain, but it's generally just I love it. It just makes me feel so good, you know. So it has to be there. Like
it has to be there. I went to a Mamma Mia themed like dinner thing in 2023
in London.
In London at the O2, yeah.
Go there.
It was so like we had like a seat on like kind of like the stage area. Expensive as fuck. So worth it. I have an incredibly funny video of like one of the like the actors, like he was playing his guitar and he saw me recording and he just came and played his guitar to me, and I've never posted it online because I'm giggling and blushing like a little girl. It's so good, so interactive. But like that's what I think media like Mamma Mia is so fucking good, because it generates things like that and there's so much rewatchability and enjoyability to get out of it. No, that's such a good top 4. I'm actually like, I don't know if I want to say my top 4 now.
Please do it.
No, I will. Okay, so my top 4 isn't in like any particular order either, but this first one is like probably my all-time favorite film, and it's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. One of the most gorgeous. Yes, it traumatized me as well, but it's one of the most gorgeous pieces of media ever. And I think it's got like really good watchability. I know a lot of people watch it once and like never watch it again because of how traumatizing like an emotional it is, and like, but I've rewatched that movie 50, 60, 70 times maybe. Like it is up there for me. But that's my favorite movie ever. Just unreal stuff. If you've never seen it, that is the movie I always recommend to people. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Absolutely.
It will break your heart. Do not watch it after a breakup. Yes. Like you will want to kill yourself. Like
yes. Do not watch it after a breakup. I once watched it wine drunk. Oh my god. Don't do that. Do not watch it after a glass of wine. It's Jesus. Next up is The Mummy. The first one, the original. That movie is on there because I used to watch it with my dad. Like once every 2 weeks. Like, it was always on the TV. If The Mummy was on, we were seated. And it was always on. I don't know why it was always on. But it was always on. So I have a very special connection to the original Mummy movie because it's something that I sat and watched with my dad all the time. And it is just a really fucking good film. It's really enjoyable. Like, it's got
Brendan
such good
Fraser.
plot. Brandon, oh, king of my heart. Brandon Fraser, I love you. Next up is going to be, they do not make them like The Mummy anymore. That is for sure. Next up, probably to the surprise of no one, Scream. Because it's Scream. You know, one of the most iconic, like, slasher films ever. If you like Scream, I'm going to plug another friend here. If you like Scream and you enjoy content with Joel Holbert, because he was also involved in this, my friend Rice Man did a stream last night reviewing the first 3 Scream movies, and it's like a 4-hour stream, and it is a fantastic listen. Him and Joe Holbert went into crazy detail breaking them down, so that's retweeted on my Twitter. You can find that on there, but very good listen. Highly recommend. And the final movie of my top 4 is Shaun of the Dead. Because
I literally watched it last week.
Horrors ever.
It's so good. It's so British. Of course
it is. It is quintessentially British. And I think that's what I love so much about it.
It's like the whole journey is just going to the pub. Like, come on.
It's just
you cannot get more British than that. And come on, Simon Pegg, what a man. I'm rewatching the Cornetto trilogy. So, like, a couple of weeks ago, I rewatched Shaun of the Dead. Last week, I rewatched Hot Fuzz. This week, I'm going to rewatch World's End. It's like, Hot Fuzz, it's also just, what a film. What a film.
But yeah, very, very good. I think amazing. we've covered quite a diverse little group of movies there. If you couldn't guess from me, massive horror fan. I love horror.
You're gonna love Nosferatu. You're gonna fucking love Nosferatu. Girl, go watch it. What are you waiting for?
Honestly, I just haven't had a chance. Life's been busy. I'm being kicked in the back by a dog. So much is happening. Guys, if you haven't already,
I love British humor.
Yeah.
Yes, there's super chats. But yeah, please.
Oh, yeah, British humor. British humor is so.
Inglourious Bastards. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna shout out to our old co-host. Alexia is in chat. We love you so much. We miss you. Whenever you want a guest spot, you are always welcome. Especially when we're doing movie and music talk, girl. Come on. But Alexia's top 4 are Muppet Movie, House of a Thousand Corpses, Inglourious Basterds, and Iron Claw. I have still not seen Iron Claw.
I was sobbing for so long after this film. And I had like my friends
on my watch list for so long.
You have to be in a good mental state because it will break you down. Like, I swear, I had friends that are not wrestling fans that they went to watch the movie and like they didn't know it was a real story, and they left the cinema and they were texting me like, Anna, what the fuck? And I said, it's even sadder in real life. You are not ready.
Yeah,
it's just such an amazing film, and it's still insane to me that it's not like nominated for anything. Like, it's
that is wild.
A24, you are a criminal. And also the Muppet movie, I have to say that the Rainbow Connection, like the Kermit song, has just been stuck in my head for the past month. It's such a good song, especially the Carpenter's version, but like the actual Kermit version is goes so hard for some reason.
Yeah,
absolutely. And the Inglourious Basterds, I need to rewatch that. I haven't rewatched that in like 5 years or something.
It's ages. I watched it.
Yeah.
But so that's all of Gog's top 4 movies on Letterboxd. But yeah, we will. I want to watch a lot more movies this year. We will be doing.
I'm trying to do like at least one a week. This week has been a bit rough. Like, I've been very busy, but I'm trying to do at least once a week. And I want to go watch The Brutalist. I've mentioned this before that I have to go to another country to watch it because of the subtitles. But I'll do that. For the love of the game. Also, Complete Unknown is coming out like next week or something, so I'm gonna go watch it as well, like here. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. At the end,
I'll watch the movies on my list for next week, and then we'll circle back.
Yes. I'm gonna try to finish the Cornetto trilogy this week still. But like next week. At the end of the episode, guys, we're gonna do like a little segment with recommendations that we have, okay, for like movies and stuff. And I have one that I really want to talk about, but let's leave that to the end, and let's keep going with the super chats.
Yes, let's keep going. Kale of Kale, 50 pesos, thank you. I will stand, I will resist. I refuse to accept a 1-month build for Bianca Real, or I throw myself off of a balcony into acid. Not in Roblox. Hashtag GOG. Not in Roblox is crazy, brother. Real though.
I will stand. We will be resisting KO. The Yo gang is still here. We're still going strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like we will be there. We will be there, and EO will be there most of all. Importantly, I'm believing the triple threat. I'm down for that. I'm down for that. That would be beast.
I'd be down for that.
Not flinching. Not flinching.
Hashtag not flinching. Dan V900 499. Hashtag cinema purist. Anna, sail the high seas to watch Severance and other TV shows and films at Look Movie 2 the number .t. Okay. I was just like, what are you putting in here? But no, I get what you mean. Sail the high seas.
What is Oh yeah. Okay, I got it. I got it. I will watch Severance. That's been on my list for so long.
Severance has been on my list for ages.
Yes, I will watch it. Like I love, because I heard some people say like, oh, it's kind of slow, whatever. I love slow TV shows. Succession is like one of my favorite TV shows of all time, and that shit started slow as fuck, you know. Like I heard so many great things about Severance, and I just love like Adam Scott, and I think it's crazy that Ben Stiller is producing the show. So yeah, I really want to watch it.
Yeah.
But if you guys also have recommendations for us, like
absolutely,
you know,
I will always take recommendations for TV shows and movies and music and stuff, but Severance has been on my list for a while. If you're gonna commit to watching that soon, I will also do that. And we can look in. We can do a review.
The weekly Severance review in GOG.
The weekly Severance review. Yeah, we'll assign like 3 episodes a week, and we'll go over them. Like,
we're not even gonna talk about wrestling here anymore. Oh my god! But it's the Femmes and Films podcast. Like I just finished rewatching Barry, the Bill Hader HBO show.
Yes.
So good. Bill Hader, what a guy. What a fucking guy. Like such a good show. HBO does not like miss with those big shows, you know, like so good. And now like I rewatch every time that like I watch a show, I get so obsessed I watch it in like a week. You know, I watch 4 seasons of Barry in a week. And then I need like a buffer time that I don't watch any shows because my brain is still like processing what I just watched. But I was thinking about starting the thick of it because like I said, I am a real British humor girl. So but NoHo Hank, one of the best TV characters. I love him to that. Anthony Kerrigan. Criminal that they didn't get more awards like Emmy, Golden Globes, whatever. Like such a good show.
There's a lot of like highly rated TV shows that I've never watched. Like I've never watched The Bear, never seen Succession, never seen Sopranos. Like I'm gonna have to actually watch all of this stuff to talk about them on these shows now. Not that I don't want to watch them; they have been on my list. But like when I have like motivation to do it, and not just like, oh, I'll get to that eventually, I will actually sit and watch them.
It's good, and I love like the like comedy TV shows, you know, because you can just watch the episode like 30 minutes. Then when you realize, especially the HBO ones, because then it's like 30 minutes of 10 episodes, you're done. 2 hours and a half. But Succession. I'm still like mourning Succession. I cannot even talk about it. Like, best TV show talks about I ever watched in my life. I'll never stop talking about it. Yeah, we'll get into it.
Very very real. Chi-Town Spurs $5 super chat. Stardom sold out Korakuen Hall thanks to the wonderful work of hate. Hashtag Taro Okada Booker of the Year.
Let's just not give that man any credit for this, okay? Saya just remember who the fuck she is, and that's what's happening there. But it's like hate does not deserve anything. Like they still need to grow on me. Like Tekla is still my number 1 enemy. Like I'm sorry.
Tekla's interesting. We'll leave it at that. Rosho 1221 $2.79 Canadian. Dorado versus Soberano Jr. in Korakuen. Hashtag CMLL wins again. Ooh. Are you shooting? Is this legit? Is this for Fantastica Mania?
Is
this real? Chat.
That's generally like you see, non-American wrestling is like holding wrestling together.
It's so good. It's so
It's
CMLL
going
is
so
something I'm gonna
hard.
watch a lot more of this year as well. Like I dipped my toes in last year and I was watching here and there as I could. But like I really want to look in for that for CMLL this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need to get more into
Yes,
into
very
Lucha
well.
Libre because I decided to watch like one like full show, but it was a Triple A show. And that shit is not really conducive of like, getting you into more
Yeah.
lucha. So CML is where it's at, I think. So just I'll
Is this
go
for
for that.
Fantastica Mania? Was I correct in assuming that?
Did that just happen? Oh,
No. This has been booked, announced.
it's still gonna happen. Okay.
Hechicero is tagging with Despy. Where are you finding this information? Chat. Stop saying things.
Why is my timeline not showing me this? Like, yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, like why is it's Fantastica Mania. Thank you.
Great.
Hang on.
We'll be there.
Oh, I am so seated. Despy, like that's my boy. And then tagging with Hechicero. The New Japan website. Okay. And chat whilst I pull this up.
Yes. Okay. I don't know what to say because Hechicero versus Isaiah for the. Is there a repro?
Yes, that's that epic encounter in Wolverhampton.
I love Isaiah. But
oh, that's my little baby girl.
Yeah, he just set up for me. Like, what a guy! I saw him live at the Ref Pro, like the Copper Box, the anniversary. Yeah, the same weekend of All In, we went there and we saw Zack Sabre Jr. versus Hechicero live. What a moment!
So good.
What a moment, truly. And I still have not forgiven MJF for what he did to my guy Forbidden Door, but we move. Or just like in general, and New Japan did to them in the Wrestle Dynasty show, like the one match.
Yeah.
That was evil, but he's a guy that should be getting a lot more like big spots. I love that he's like the go-to guy to put against the foreign talent and to be like sent out there to travel because he's just the guy you watched once and you're like, okay, I get it. Like, do you have the card here?
I do. I've just been able to put it up. Rosho, you lied to me. Despy and Hechicero in the same act. Oh, you've just put it in chat as well. So Despy's tagging with Barrio Cavanario, who was an interesting wrestler. Not a bad wrestler, just I don't like the spit. The spit don't do it for me. But they're tagging against Hechicero and Ninja Mac as well.
Mac.
The main event is Templario versus Volador Jr. I'm into that.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
It's a good card.
Oh, that's the main event on one of the days. I think there's 2 days or 2 shows. That's I'm blown now. Hang on. I'm not reading this very well. Sorry, chat. That's Volador Jr. The main event will see Volador Jr. Taking on Templario.
Also, the way the New Japan posts the cards is so confusing. Like, just put the list. You know? We don't need all that. We do not need all that.
And then we've got Mystico against Abeno. Sorry, chat. I don't know. I'm not very good at reading some of these names. Also, this is a 2-night event because they're also running Cavanario versus Hechicero. Mascara Dorada versus Soberano Jr. Oh, Soberano Jr. That'll be so sick. Okay, there's some cool stuff. Go to the schedule tab on the 1972 tab. You are so smart, and I am not. Why didn't I do that? That was dumb of me. Hang on.
I can never find anything in the New Japan websites. Like, they need to get their shit together in relation to that. It's not a very good website or social media, being very honest. Maybe that's just
not,
like my...
No.
Yeah. That's what I kind of like study. And so every time that I see bad social media, it just physically pains me. And AEW social media is so ass. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, the posters that they do, the graphic design and stuff, amazing. I love that. But the actual way that they post, it just, boils.
Right, okay. Blood. Okay. I've got the full cards now. I'm just going to run through some of the cool names. I'm not going to run through all the matches. Neon's facing Zankodan Jr. I like Neon a lot. Former Repro Cruiserweight champion. There's an Hiroshi Tanahashi's in an 8-man tag. He's teaming with Mystico, Mascara Dorada, and Stigma against Taiji Ishimori, Raider, Soberano Jr., and Everno.
Tanahashi tagging with Mystico is it's very iconic, actually.
That is incredibly iconic. I want to see Tanahashi doing weird shit like this all year. I think it's gonna be very fun.
Please.
Let me pull up that was the Korakuen Hall. That was one in the Korakuen Hall. They're both in Korakuen Hall. Have I just opened the same one? No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Chat. I'm sorry. What else we got? What else we got? That's interesting. Yeah, no, that's pretty much. Burno. A Burno. Ha. I'm smart. Can read. But yeah, no, they seem like fun shows to Fantastica shows. They always end up being fun. I hope they run Fantastica Mania in the UK again, because that was like legit one of my favorite shows I went to last year.
When was that?
It was in May. It was May 19th.
Okay.
I remember the date very specifically, but I don't know if they'll run it again this year.
Yeah, it was. I was thinking about Royal Quest that I was supposed to go, but then I didn't.
Yeah, well,
okay.
Things happen. No, Royal Quest was October. Yeah. Things happen though. Yeah.
At least I didn't buy it, so it's okay.
Yeah, true. Kev Bones, $5 super chat. Need y'all to watch the new wrestling horror movie Dark Match and give reviews next week. Hasn't that got Jericho in? Not that I won't watch it because Jericho is in it. I just remember Jericho being in the trailer.
I'm just gonna say, like, that does not sound good. Wrestling horror
It
movie.
doesn't, but it could be fun.
Called Dark Match. I will only watch this if I can do a drinking game out of it, because what are you recommending this to me? That does not. I want to watch good movies, guys.
I'll watch shitty movies occasionally, but like, yeah, I want to watch good movies.
The Jericho movie. I already have to watch like Jericho, like, when I don't want to. So like I don't think I will go out of my way to see his face,
Yeah, it was a jump scare when he showed up in Terrifier 3. It was probably the scariest thing in the film, if we're being real. Dan B 900 499. Thank you. Some say Eternal Sunshine is a prequel to Severance. Well, we were just talking about watching that, so in brackets, not really. You could headcanon it with the use of the tech, but Eternal Sunshine is incredible. It's so good, and I get why some people think it's complicated on first watch, but like if you really lock in and just follow the story, it's incredible and it's heartbreaking, and it just
it's heart-wrenching.
It makes me cry legit every time, and I've seen it so many times.
Girl, I even cried with like the Ariana Grande that she did like the music video inspiring Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah,
I think that's like the name of her album, even, right? Like I don't even know. She did the music video inspiring that, and I was crying with the music video because I was remembering the movie, and I'm like, oh my god, no, I can't do this. I cannot. Yeah, I think you saying that it's a prequel to Severance, it's kind of a spoiler for Severance, but I'm not sure. We'll watch it and see.
Yeah, I don't know. I won't remember this, so it's fine. my brain don't work like that. Yeah, honestly, in one ear, out the other. Sometimes, I swear to God. Last super chat for now. Adam Legend, $5 super chat. Do y'all think Swerve and Hangman should ever reconcile or stay blood enemies forever? I think there's something interesting to them reconciling and reuniting. Reuniting isn't correct because they were never together, but just, letting bygones be bygones, because they did fucked up shit to each other during the feud, and like, it'd be interesting to see what that dynamic was. Do I think they should be doing it yet? No, not in the slightest. I don't think it should have been until next year earliest.
I think they should kiss and let's go from there.
Now, kiss. I do think they're going to be tag champs by the end of the year. That's my
enemies to lovers. Let's go. Let's back it up.
Yes.
But enemies. Any time that they interact, I don't care if they're as friends, as enemies, like whatever. I just love.
I just like them being on screen together.
Yeah, I love them. They have like amazing chemistry.
Go. being in the building when they had that Texas death match.
I cannot even imagine. I cannot even imagine.
I was like, me and Lexi were there together. I lost my mind. Like, I legitimately think I left part of myself in the Kia Forum because that match, I was speechless. Like, oh, what an incredible piece of media. Honestly, death matches, fucking love them, guys. Any type of death match. Well, I draw the line at some things. XPW, get in the fucking bin. But
I'm very weak with that matches. Like, I think the televised that matches, because they don't go like too fucking insane, that's okay by me. But like the actual like indie that matches, I cannot watch that.
Oh,
I physically
I love it.
ill.
I love it so much.
The only death match, not like from AEW kind of thing, that I watched was the Prominence. Like there is Risa Serra, like Suzuki, like their their like shows and stuff. I watched the Prominence shows, but still, like sometimes it was still a bit much for me. I'm very weak with all that.
Have you ever seen a Jun Kasai match?
I think I've seen one. I think.
Is it the Desperado one?
Yeah, I think probably that's the one, but I cannot deal with those that they put like the forks or like the wooden stakes like in the head. I can't do that. Like, I'm so sorry. The skewers, I can't.
Oh my god, Anna, bro, I love that shit. I wouldn't call myself much of an adrenaline. You have not lived until you have watched a deathmatch wrestler in person throw themselves through a pane of glass. Unreal scenes. Scenes. Like, I'm not much of an adrenaline junkie, I don't think. But there's something about death matches that really, like, I live for them.
Yeah. It's like, I love, for example, when Risa Serra, she had that huge, like, fan of, made of light bulbs.
Yes.
You know, like
the light tubes, yes.
The light tubes, and she had like a fan made of it, and she would just break it in someone's head like this, and like all of the light tubes would just go like in the person's head.
Yeah.
I love that shit. That was for me, you know, the Risa Serra matches.
Yes.
There were multiple moments that I'm just flinching and I have to close my eyes. I cannot do anything with needles. Watching the substance for me was just like it was a nightmare. I cannot do anything with needles. I hate it. Oh.
There's a deathmatch wrestler in the UK. Like, his whole thing is like using darts in his match. He'll like throw darts at someone's back. It's Drew Parker. So and like he'll stick the dart through their cheek. It's so fucking sick, bro. How have you never seen these pictures? I repost this shit.
No, I can't, because I do believe, okay, like, no shade, but whoever does that, who like willingly, especially indie wrestlers, like they're killing themselves. They're putting like full needles and shit through themselves for like a Big Mac and a Coke. You know, like, they do not get paid well. I cannot.
I need to put up a picture.
It's insane. Like, the love of the game is crazy. Like, I can't do this. I fucking can't do this.
I love it, bro. I genuinely think it's so sick. Why is she posted the actual picture, or is this all videos? This is all videos. Where's the picture? Here we go. I found the picture. Right, chat. I am about to show a picture of someone with a dart through their cheek. Please look away if you do not want to see this, because I've given you warning. This is your countdown. But look at this picture, bro. She has fully got a dart stuck through her cheek.
No.
It's so cool. No. It's so cool.
Take it away.
Genuinely, it's such a cool visual, and chat is not happy with me.
Please. I can't do this.
Did they throw the dart in their cheek? No, they didn't. He doesn't throw the dart. Like, he throws the darts at their backs because, you know, it's is what it is. Like, that just kind of, they don't always stick, but like when he does the dart, like the dart through the cheek, he just like pierces it. So
guys, I can't do this.
I think it's like one of the more like interesting things like I see in like death matches, because like anyone can whack someone with a light tube. You know, like, not everyone can make it look good, but like, and what promotion can I find this man in? Lol. Okay, so that man is Drew
comment.
Parker.
Chaos
Unreal
comment.
Fed me. Unreal Fed me into factuals. That's really funny.
Third meaning? What is the second one? I just know
Babe.
one. I just know one. I just know like the one, you know? What are the two?
Like people will say back shots like when it's a picture of someone's back, babe.
Ah, also that.
There you go. But, back to this. And what promotion can I find this man in? So his name's Drew Parker. He wrestles for a couple of different promotions. If you want to watch any of his old stuff, check out, because he retired for a while. It was a whole thing. He wrestled a lot in Japan prior to 2023, but like his modern stuff, it's like TNT Extreme, and he does wrestle a lot in GCW. BJ, yeah, he wrestled in BJW. He wrestled in what's the deathmatch promotion in Japan? Why can I not remember it?
Oh fuck!
Fucking, I can picture the logo. I can picture what it is.
Now you got
Shit!
me.
Chat, help me out. Come on, someone's gonna know it. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look up his fucking cage match right now. FMW? No, it's not FMW. It's
JAPW.
No, I know what I'm thinking of. Is it? It's not JAPW. I don't think. Chat, I'm so sorry. I will get off my phone.
I just know prominence. I'm just there for the girls.
Real.
I think Risa said that she had a match with Yona Kiyama, no? I think I remember watching that as well.
Freedoms! Yes, it is Freedoms. Yes, it is Freedoms. Yes. Freedoms has a lot of very, very good death matches, and some of the best deathmatch wrestlers in the world wrestle there. Because a lot of the best deathmatch wrestlers in the world are Japanese. Jun Kasai is the best deathmatch wrestler ever.
Kiyama, that's another person. Yeah, I think
someone else.
That's someone else. I think Risa said I had that match with him. I think that's where I saw him, but I don't know if I'm tripping. Maybe
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Drew Parker, cool guy. I was gonna say friend of the show, not true. Well, not true.
Maybe we don't know.
You know, well, you don't know. You might be friend of the show. Don't know.
We might be having something going on. You know. Then
that's not bad. That could be a really interesting conversation actually. Regardless, Dan V 900 999 super chat. Pedro Pascal is stuck in blockbusters for films. I'll shout out the great 2018 sci-fi film Prospect, starring him in a supporting role. Sophie Thatcher is the lead in her first film from Companion and Heretic. I love Heretic. Heretic was so fucking good.
I want to watch it, and I'm so excited to watch Companion as well. I think it's such a nice concept. Yeah, like it just came out, but like I saw the trailer, and it's such a good concept. Like I'm locked in. I want to see it. I want to see when it comes out here. I'll go to the cinema. I don't care. I want to see it. Heretic is a horror film. Isn't that the one with Hugh Grant? I'm thinking about the right one.
Yes.
And it's horror. Hugh Grant is horror.
He so well casted. It's I loved Heretic so much. It is one of my favorite horror films of the 2020s. Like
I'll go watch it then. That's
am honestly
Letterboxd watch list.
Hugh Grant in that role is that he has a lot of dialogue in the movie, and it's so well thought out and so well played. And it's so nice. It was jarring to see him in a role that isn't like a comedy, like a rom-com sort of role, but he played it so well. It's stuck in my brain so vigorously. But are you okay there?
Yeah, I just got a text from one of my roommates to talk loud and like.
Damn. Shoot. Anna just got shot on.
I'm being silent.
Anna's being silenced from every angle.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be talking like this now. Oh my god.
That's really funny.
I was yelling.
Bro, you usually start fucking worldwide at late as well. Do you often get?
Here yet because she texted me like this roommate. She texted me like before I went back to Brazil to visit. Like last year, that was one time we were doing worldwide, and I also got the same text. But okay, I'm being silent. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep.
Damn.
I'm so sorry. If you cannot hear me well, let me know. But I'm trying to speak like very low right now.
No, you still sound okay. Dan V900 199. Speaking of Sophie Fudger, Yellow Jackets returns. You've lost me on that one.
I want to watch that. It's a TV show. I want to watch it.
I haven't seen it.
I think it's about like this girl football team that they playing Crash on an island, and I know there's like cannibalism and lesbianism. You know, like that's all I know from the show.
Wow,
it sounds great to me. I want to watch it.
Yeah, sign me up. Is gay? Sign me up. Like I'm there.
Yeah, we need a soundproof home. We need to buy the AC, the heater, and the soundproof home, guys. That's
really funny. Anna is being silenced. Oh my god. So tell your friends, report it.
I feel so bad.
Oh, honestly, things happen. Shit happens. It is what it is.
And she lives like below me, like right below me.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I see.
It's okay.
So you don't need soundproof foam on the walls. You need soundproof flooring.
That's some freaky shit.
Whatever you want to do with your soundproof flooring, I ain't gonna judge. I have no thoughts or feelings on that.
Just saying, throwing it out there.
you know.
Okay. Well, talking about freaky shit, Charlie, do you want to go into your Hinge experiences?
Oh my god, let's talk about let's end the pod on this. Let's talk about being a wrestling fan and diving into dating apps and being open about being a wrestling fan on those dating apps. You might have seen I tweeted out a screenshot the other day of in my on my Hinge profile there is a category where it's just like ask me anything about. And my three are Teen Wolf, because that was the show I was rewatching at the time when I had updated my Hinge profile. The Wonder Years, because that is my favourite band. And professional wrestling. And, like, I get some interesting comments off of it. The other day, someone sent me a message and just said, why did Benoit do it? And I was so legitimately baffled. I was like, I have to post this on Twitter just mainly because of it will pop my friends. Little did I know, it popped like 10k people. That tweet popped off. But I was like,
oh my god.
I was genuinely like, is this the weirdest comment I've ever gotten? No. Is it like the most jarring question I've ever gotten about wrestling off of this prompt? Yeah, probably. Like, I'll get your usual, like, oh, people are usually like, oh, who's your favorite professional wrestler? Like, what did you think of XYD? Who do you think's gonna win the Rumble? Who do you think's our main event in WrestleMania? Blah blah blah. Someone asked me the other day, what was the main event of 2020 WrestleMania 23? And I was just like, I don't fucking know. I think that was whilst I was on Late Night Grin actually, because I went through my Hinge likes on there. But honestly, men think it's either a way in to start a sexual conversation, like if they don't care about wrestling, or they just get a bit weird about it. And I don't really understand why.
For me, it's always like I never had, because I'm also not on Hinge. I'm mostly on Tinder, just because like I don't want a relationship, guys. Like, I'm vibing. I'm just there to pop my friends, you know, it is what it is. But like every time that I drop the lore of like, I have a wrestling podcast, it's always like wrestling, the fake thing. Like, yes, guys, I'm aware. I used to watch it. It's always like the same thing. I used to watch it as a child and then like a list of the names of the people they remember. And I've brought so many one-time viewers to this podcast.
Real. So real.
I mentioned the podcast. It was send me a link. I brought so many one-time viewers to this podcast. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. You do not understand what I'm talking about. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But it's I guess it's nice. I guess I don't know. But I never had like crazy experience of actually meeting someone that was actually a wrestling fan. But that sounds nightmarish, like generally. Isn't there a lot of races on Tinder? Well, I never had that problem.
Well,
I don't know.
There was once someone on Hinge like replied to my wrestling prompt and was just like, "Oh my god, Anna!"
I'm sorry, I forgot I didn't see you last week. Sorry, Brian Cole. I love this.
So someone like sent me a message on Hinge that was just like in response to like a wrestling prompt and was like, "Oh, I've seen you at Rev Pro shows. Didn't know you lived in XYZ town." And I was like, that's way too close to home. What do you mean you have seen me in person before and now you know what town I live in? That is horrifying. Like, I'm sure the guy was nice enough. I'm sure it was fine. But like, don't tell me you've seen me in person before, because that's like, I don't know who you are.
The thing is, like, you're very recognizable, you know, like
I am. I have bright hair.
Like, you're very recognizable. I feel like people would not recognize me if they pass me by the street. Like, I'm a white girl. Like, I'm, you know, like, I'm just I'm here. I'm just a girl. Like, they would not recognize me at all. But for me, it's just always the experience of mentioning I'm a wrestling fan. And okay, but now I have a question. Okay, if you're having to show someone a wrestling match, right? Like, you tell them you're a wrestling fan and they think like, oh, but that's like so stupid, whatever. Like, what do you usually show them to like change their mind or not even change their mind, it's just like make them understand like why you're a wrestling fan, you know?
This answer changes depending on like how well I know the person or like what I want to like what I want them to like get from wrestling. But it's usually like a party match. Like, I go for like a Young Bucks match. Like, I usually do show them a Young Bucks match because of like the party vibes, showing them how fun wrestling can be. Osprey's another good one. Like, anyone that like has that like party match atmosphere and like can do all the cool stuff, I'm just like, yeah, this is like the type of thing I want to show you. Like, something 15 minutes, snappy. It's gonna hold their attention. There's gonna be a hot tag. There's gonna be cool shit. Like, that's usually my go-to. Do you have a go-to?
Yeah, it depends. But like, if it's guys that usually they like watching combat sports, so like they watch MMA, UFC, and stuff. I try to show wrestling that looks more real, so I show like Japanese wrestling, because in like so like Joshi wrestling, you know, like they beat the shit out of each other. Like, that's real, you know. They're not doing flips, like they're just clubbing each other, like beating each other up. And I show them like, you see, it's real. They actually get hurt. Like, but yeah, if it's someone that likes like the fun of it, Osprey is always like a go-to as well. There was this one guy, this is my friend, it's not even like my friend, that last year I was like, he was a big fan of basketball. He was showing me basketball highlights. I was showing him wrestling stuff, right? And then like, because we were at work doing nothing, so we were just showing stuff to each other. And I showed him Azumi versus Starlight Kid. And the one thing he remembers, it's been like 7-8 months ago, he still comes up to me to talk about the Azumi sushi. It's like, you never know what's gonna stick to people, you know? Like, you just show like random stuff. But I feel like also Kenny versus the Kenny Okada matches, they're great. They're not a good starter one, because if you show something that quality and then like they watch anything else, it's over. But it is something that I like to really get the person to become a fan, is what you do. I think I told that story on Twitter before. I'll just share it here before we end the podcast. Okay, so I showed like my ex all the Kenny Okada matches. I showed like the first 3, right? It's 4 in total. And then the day that we broke up, I sat him down. I said, look, you need to finish the Kenny Okada series. Let's watch it right now. We had just broken up. And I made him sit through the last Kenny Okada with me for like an hour and a half.
That's incredible. That's commitment to the bit.
It kept buffering, so it took like 2 hours, and we're just sitting there in the most awkward of silences, watching Kenny Okada tear their shit up. No regrets.
Oh no regrets. God. No regrets.
I was like, we started this, we're ending this. Like, you have to watch this, you know. Like, I'm sorry, it's the last one. It's the last one. Yeah. Because before, he generally did not like wrestling at all. I started showing him Kenny Okada, he immediately like loved it. So I did what I had to do, you know. Gotta finish the story.
I love that. Sometimes you gotta just finish the story. I genuinely love that. That is very, very funny to me. I'm trying to think, like, I don't know if I've ever converted anyone to being a wrestling fan, like showing them matches or whatever. But, like, people would generally receive Young Bucks matches really well when I show them. They're just like, oh shit, flips. I'm just like, yeah man, flips good.
No, that's the. I mean, I don't think I've ever converted on because I think it's just the kind of thing that you have to like be very open to it, and you do need to have like some type of connection to it. I think it's very hard for you to just like get really into it later, you know, especially like how into it we are. I think it's hard because, like I said, with Max, I made him watch so many matches. We went to the G1, we went to Stardom shows, like, you know.
Yeah.
And the one thing, like, what I talked to him a few months ago, and the one thing he remembered was the guy with the scarf from AEW. Like, he remember MJF.
No.
Like, come on.
No.
You can never guarantee anything. So I try like showing some stuff. I don't really need people to become wrestling fans, you know, but it's
nice it's just like showing the interest in it.
Yeah, because just the idea of dating another wrestling fan, I know how sick in the head I am. Like, I don't know what this. We need someone to be normal here.
I don't know that I could date a wrestling fan. Like, I feel like I'm gonna go. I feel like it has to be one of like two extremes. It's either got to be someone that's like as locked in as I am, or someone that has nothing to do with the business. Like, I can't. It's got to be one or the other. I can't have someone that's like.
But it's also like such hard middle ground because if you're finding someone who's as such a fan as you are, you have to be fans of the same thing. Like, imagine I'm dating a guy and he's like, "Oh, Britt Baker's a favorite wrestler." Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like we have to like connect on the same type of wrestlers. I couldn't sit. I couldn't. I feasibly couldn't date someone that's like sat and like talk shit about like the type of wrestling that I really like. Like, I couldn't date a Young Bucks hater if they were like one of those like weird freaks about it.
Dating a Cornette listener, I would rather.
Oh, brother!
I'm not even joking.
If I genuinely like, if I like liked someone that like was just like, oh yeah, I listen to Jim Cornette, I would never block someone faster. Like, you are not having access to me because of like getting on a serious note, like the type of shit that Jim Cornette peddles. If you actively listen to that, enjoy it, and like you think you're having access to me. No, because clearly you do not like women. You do not like you have no respect for anyone that isn't a straight white man if you actively sit and listen to Jim Cornette. So, absolutely not.
Yeah. Thinking Britt Baker's a good wrestler, yeah, it's a big red flag. We could not. You had to be like a. Yeah, so I would rather just use someone that does not know anything about the business. Let's pretend it doesn't exist. Is there deal breakers? Man.
Don't look up the Tony Khan news.
Is there Tony?
I don't know what that means. Is there Tony Khan news? Does he listen to Jim Cornette?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Don't look up the TK post. I'm gonna do it now. You have to.
Did he just post it, or is like something old? Like,
Tony Khan's
information here.
Listen to Jim Cornette.
Tony can listen to Girls on Grabs. So.
Tony Khan, you should listen to Girls on Grabs.
Oh yeah, they listen to it all the time.
Oh no, I did know that. Yeah, well, he's a billionaire.
Are we surprised?
Is he a good person?
Are we surprised?
I'm sure he's a nice man, but like, you know what? No, I'm not going to say that about someone that's a billionaire. I don't know if he's a nice man. I've been in the same room as Tony Khan. Never had a personal conversation with him. I don't know if he's a nice man. He just runs a wrestling company I watch.
I don't care about Tony Khan that much.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think that's all. If you guys don't have any more super chats, if you don't want to send any last minute super chats, now we're gonna do like this little segment we were talking about that at the end of every episode. We're gonna recommend one film or TV show, one album, song, whatever, and one match. And if you guys also want to recommend stuff in the comments or like take recommendations or whatever, feel free. We're here for it. We will be doing a Spotify playlist with the songs, and we will be doing a letterbox list with our recommendations as well. And whenever we have people on, they're also going to recommend stuff. So it's just like a little fun thing.
We're going to make a spreadsheet of the match lists as well.
Yes. So
these will all be shared on the book page. We will have a link tree.
Yes. We'll have it there. We'll be there for everyone. We'll have a link tree. Charlie, let's start with the films. Any film, it doesn't need to be something you watched recently, just like one overall recommendation that you have.
I just saw that too. We'll get to that. No, I'm gonna pull this up now because it's made me laugh. It's alright by Tell a Sleep Joe. Don't worry about the person downstairs anymore, Anna. # caught and compromised. Thank you so much. That's really good. But let's start with films. My film recommendation this week actually was going to be Heretic, because I genuinely love that film and it moved me in a way that a lot of modern horrors don't. So yeah, Heretic is my
my film recommendation this week is gonna be Sing Sing, and I feel like I literally just watched it last week and it's still been in my head like every single day since I watched it. It's fucking phenomenal. The fact that it's not nominated for more Academy Awards, especially like in Best Supporting Actor and Best Picture, is just baffling to me. It's one of the most beautiful movies I watched in recent years, like in recent memory. It's about like this the rehabilitation through arts program in prisons that they have in the United States, and about like, but this one is the Sing Sing prison in New York. And the thing is that it's really nice to have like Common Domingo, the main actor, but like almost all the other actors, they're actually ex-prisoners who participated in the program and they're like playing themselves.
Nice.
You know, and it's also based on like a true story of true people, and it's incredible. It's fucking beautiful. What a special film. It's one of those films that like just completely shatters your heart and then put it back together. Yeah. And just touches you in a way that you're just like, oh, I love it. Love. Lovely movie. I saw that we also have a super chat with a film recommendation. We can put it up.
Oh, yes. Let's pull this up.
From Adam.
Dragon Master Adam, £2 super chat. Film rec from me, Lars and the Real Girl. I've never seen it. I'll add it to my watch list.
Is that the Ryan Gosling movie?
Controversial? Not a big fan of Ryan Reynolds.
No, Gosling.
Brian Gosling. Oh! I mean, my point stands, but Ryan Gosling good.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. I don't think that's controversial to say.
Lars and the Real Girl.
Yes. I think he's with a doll or something. I haven't watched it yet, but like I've seen Brian it. Gosling. Maybe But
I did that.
Sing, guys. Yeah, I think the chat, like, if you've heard of Sing, go out. It's very worth sailing the seas to watch it, or if you have money to go to the cinema. It's just because they're not playing any cinema here, so I couldn't. But you know, very worth it. If you can give money to the film, like 100%, you should give money to the film. Amazing.
Yes. Very wonderful.
Okay, so music. Yes. Any songs, albums, recommendations, something you've been listening to lately?
Well, anyone that has me on AirPods know that I have been listening to the Wonder Years on repeat. I'm always listening to the Wonder Years on repeat because that is my favorite band, probably of all time. But if I was to only recommend one song, I think everyone should listen to Cigarettes and Saints off of the No Closer to Heaven album. It's genuinely makes me cry every time. Like, not every time, but like, if I'm already in an emotional mood and that song comes on, I will cry. I streamed tears when they played it at Underworld in Camden last weekend because I went to see I saw the Wonder Years live 2 weekends in a row. They opened for Neck Deep, and then I saw them in their own concert on the 2nd of February. Incredible, 1st of February or whatever. Fucking incredible band. I love the Wonder Years. But yeah, so Cigarettes and Saints by them would be my recommendation.
Okay. I will be listening to that. I was talking about like when we were asked like our favorite albums of the year, and I mentioned Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii. Yes. And of course, then I also River, iconic, but I would say my favorite and the one that I've been listening to a lot and I would recommend is Beverly Hills. I am loving that song. Love her, love the album. So that one's my recommendation for today. Nice. And finally, a match. Just like any match. It doesn't need to be a new match, just a match you like.
A match recommendation. I've been thinking about this, and I think I'm just gonna wreck something that like I've rewatched several times for like no real reason, to be honest. I just really love this match. I did mention it earlier, the 2022 El Desperado versus Jun Kasai match that happened in the US. It was the US one. I love that match. Genuinely one of my favorite more modern death matches, especially in the States. And I think it's like one of Despy's best performances ever. He's incredible in that match.
Despy, and just the visuals of like the blood and the mask.
Like, yeah, like the white.
Iconic.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. So I was also thinking a lot about it, and I know like the big topic of this week is like Saya and Suzu and how like Saya might be back. So my recommendation is, I don't know, like how people even not have watched this match right now, but it's the match that Saya actually wins the white belt when she starts like her iconic title reign against Tam Nakano in the Dream Queendom, I think 2021 if I'm not wrong. Such a good match. That was like the match that made Saya just like the icon that she was for that period of time. And in that moment, it was like, girl who's gonna be okay. Like I knew she was gonna have a great title reign, and she kept just proving us right and building like such an iconic reign from that one match, like the match that she won. She already started like full throttle, I love that so much. It's definitely worth to like watching to remember what we had and to have faith that we might have that back soon. And so Saya versus Tom at the Dream Queen in 2021, if I'm not wrong, but great match.
Ooh. So yes, we will be putting together those lists and stuff for you guys. They might go out tonight, they might not. I've got to finish sorting out. I am mostly packed for Prague, and I know Dynamite starts in like 55 minutes. Yeah, it'll be alright. But so those might go out tonight, but we will see. But they will be on the Girls on Graps Twitter page, Girls on Graps at Girls on Graps WP. If you're not already following, we will boost those on our socials as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We had a very good turnout for the first episode, and you guys have been super generous with your super chats and your support, and it is very, very much appreciated. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will be here every week at this time in this time slot. We'll be hanging out and shooting the shit and talking about movies and music. And like I said, I'll put out a tweet about wrestling occasionally. Who knows? If like genuinely, if there's any like indie wrestlers or like people like that you want us to reach out to, members of media you want us to try and bring on the show, I'll put a tweet out, tag some people, drop some names. We'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Tag them.
We have already made a few connections with some indie companies over here in the UK, and we might have some cool people on. People you'd recognize as well because they've done like stateside tours and stuff. So we'll see. I'm not going to say any names, but we have some ideas. There's some ideas floating about. But yeah, plugs. Dynamite review tomorrow. I'm not on it. Not entirely sure what the lineup for that will be. I know Marcus and Rob will be there though. Novi is still live over on his channel at Noviac. So go watch his Dynamite preview with Joe Holbert. We'll be back next week with this. Anna's on Worldwide on Mondays. I'll let her do her own plugs in a minute. Yeah, check out Riceman's Scream review as well with Joe. Just subscribe to the Late Night Grin. I do cool stuff on that channel too. I do the Dynamite, really like the feuds with not Kale. Wow, it's because I was reading the chat with Caden, Novi, and Marcus over there. I write stuff occasionally. It goes out. I want to get myself up and going again this year. Things fell apart a little bit, but it's the year of comebacks. Anna, do your plugs?
I don't really have any plugs. Like I say, I'm on Worldwide. On Mondays, I have my Twitter, my letterbox. Like, it's just that I just want to thank everyone who came back and like who watched us. Yeah, the Gold Star podcast.
Yes, Gold Star podcast. Yes, of course. Maybe we'll see a collab in the future.
It's our sister show,
Our sister show. Yeah, I did float an idea to Jamie. I was just like, what if we did a GOG versus Gold Star draft episode? I think that could be fun. I think that could be really fun.
We will do that, yeah, for sure. We'll be talking. But yeah, so thank you so much for everyone who came back and who watched it. Like,
yes,
yeah, I'm really happy that we're able to do this again, and like we'll really try to keep it up every week. It's not something we can 100% promise. Like, we're busy girls, but we will attempt. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys for being here. Please leave a comment after we go off air, which we will be doing in just a second. I wasn't prepared with the outro, but yeah, thank you so much for being here. And we will be seeing you next week. Peace.